I honestly think that some of this emotion of the last 10 days or so, because Stugotz has been drinking and smoking and partying and having sex with Las Vegas, I think that Stugotz has missed, and saying same whenever it is that I want to hug him and talk about the emotional moments in this. Yeah. I think one of the things that Stugotz has missed in recent days that has made me laugh and has moved me, not unlike how I've been moved with Greg Cody here, is to watch Nick Wright toy with the media game and arrive at full clownhood where he wins the media game. He's got a following at FS1. Skip Bayless is on his way out. Cowherd is building his own empire so he can sell it to somebody else. And Nick Wright is the face of that network now with the controversial takes of Patrick Mahomes is great and LeBron James is great. Better than you guys think he is. Stugotz had the lane. When the quarterback wins, I celebrate the quarterback. That's football. That's easy. Except with the Chiefs. Except he went the other way. He had the same lane Nick Wright had, but Stugotz veered over to, I'm going to question the Chiefs. I'm going to question Mahomes. Yep. I'm going to have the worst takes in the history of this business.
I blame Josh Allen. I blame Lamar Jackson. I mean, win a home game against Mahomes. Jesus Christ.
And now you blame Kyle Shanahan.
Yes. Well, Dan, I blamed him earlier. I'll blame him again. The fact that we're going to let him skate on one of the most egregious things we've ever seen in a Super Bowl. You were the head coach. You preach accountability. And you and your team did not know the rules to overtime in a Super Bowl. Dan, that's a fireable offense. It really is. Either he knew them and didn't communicate them to his team so they knew it, or he flatly did not know it. And if he didn't know those rules, I'm sorry. That is a terrible job by him. And this is a guy, as I said earlier, up 28-3 as an offensive coordinator, blew that lead. Up 10 against the Chiefs late in the fourth quarter or midway through the fourth quarter, lost that game. And now he doesn't know the rules to overtime, and we're calling him a genius, and you're the guy who's constantly preaching to your players, be prepared, know everything, know every situation. And you, the head coach, the genius head coach, did not know a simple rule. A rule.
This is such playing the result, dude. If they drive down and get a touchdown, everyone's praising him for taking it the way he did.
If he knew the rules, he would have went for it on fourth down. I don't think he did.
He did know the rule.
You cannot go for it on fourth down there.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. All they need is a field goal to beat you.
Billy, they had a plan. Mahomes said they score a touchdown. We're coming back down. We're scoring a touchdown, and we're going for two. The Chiefs had a plan. If you know Mahomes is getting the ball back, right, don't you rethink what you did? Like, I would go for a touchdown there if Mahomes is guaranteed to get the ball. I'm not certain he knew that.
You need points. You need any type of points at that point. Because then if you stop the Chiefs, then all they have to do is kick a field goal, and then you each get the ball again.
If you go for it, the Chiefs get the ball on the 8-yard line. Like, you have to go 90 yards. Like, you go for a touchdown there. You know Mahomes is going to come down and score.
You really think it's a fireable offense?
To not know the rules?
They're the quickest rehire in the history of coaching if he got fired.
An injury to his quarterback.
They said that about Belichick.
An injury to his quarterback last year is all that prevented him from being in back-to-back Super Bowls.
Billy, he didn't know the rules. The players are saying, we didn't know the rules.
So a guy that could have taken you to back-to-back Super Bowls, you fire.
No, Eric
because
Armstead.
he doesn't know that they changed the playoff rules.
Eric Armstead and Juszczyk have said that the 49ers did not discuss their game plan. That doesn't mean that...
Whose job is that?
That doesn't mean Kyle Shanahan didn't have a plan.
The guy's got cameras in every coach's office. He's checking everyone out. He's a control freak. You know what? Put a camera in his office. Stop looking at your coaches. Stop worrying about what they're doing. Worry about what you have to do. And what you have to do is know the rules to the game.
This is an obvious take. He's not wrong.
He is wrong that he should be fired for that, thinking that he would not get hired again. He's wrong about that.
That's the way you have to do it, though.
Flatly wrong about that.
You can't just get mad at a guy. You have to fire a guy.
Because I know how this goes.
I invented this game.
This is how this goes. He fires him. Then the 49ers call Belichick. And what? Because then he brings Belichick back into this. When every single team in the NFL said no thank you to Bill Belichick.
I'll take it one step further. Belichick and Brady.
Okay, so
because they have a great relationship.
Oh, well.
Billy, this is what Stugotz is going to do, and he's going to box you in at every turn.
I haven't been boxed in once yet. None of these made any sense.
No, this is the only way that it makes sense.
Did you know the rules? No, it's not my job to know the rules.
This is coming from a guy who coached his daughter's lacrosse team, and they were number one in the country 2 years in a row, but I did not know the rules at the end of one tournament where they were only playing a half. I thought we were playing a whole game. But I don't get paid millions of dollars. I'm not considered a genius. That was expected of me. We expect more of Kyle Shanahan. We do.
The place
I didn't know the rules.
the place that he has you boxed in is just here, Billy. It's an easy rhetorical trick. Genius. Know the rules. Like it's he should know the rules. Now, I do believe he knew the rules, and I don't believe his hit in the head a lot of times, use check concussion fullback necessarily knows all of the rules, and Foxworth has said lie in that spot. Just lie so your coach doesn't have to deal with the idiocy of Stugotz attacking when, look, Stugotz, I want to just show you this clip of Peter King and Andy Reid talking about the end of the game. It was the last play of the game, and we think this sport is easy, and we think we know more than these coaches. Just listen to him explain to Peter King. By the way, Peter King, 50 years doing this and asking the most remedial of questions because this is all complicated that we think is easy, and you idiot. Know the rules, Shanahan. Watch this at the end of – this was the last play of the game.
Tiger 12. So that puts McCall in. And 2 tight ends, 1 running back.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry Wright, one-way play. We don't have a lot of one-way plays, but this is it.
Yeah.
And it's gun, trips right, bunch, F shuttle.
Okay.
And that gives you a little corn dog with
Let me ask you this: what is the part of that play that denotes the motion?
The shuttle, X shuttle.
Okay, shuttle. All right.
I feel like I'm watching
Corn dog, mustard, and ketchup.
I feel like I'm watching Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting look at the mathematical board, but at the end, Andy Reid just throws some mustard and some ketchup on it, and you realize that he's not speaking Mandarin, that I don't understand anything he's saying. It's just a corn dog with some mustard and some ketchup, and now, Peter, clearly that's your language, just like it's mine. And Peter's like, what? Why? I've been covering football for 50 years. Why?
I don't like that Stugotz put me in a position to be defending Kyle Shanahan.
That was weird.
It's so strange. Because I don't think he's a genius either.
Okay, good.
Win some games.
Just say thank you.
Yeah, but you took it too far.
You're back.
You took it too far with the fire.
Here's the thing, though. Why are we putting it all on Shanahan? He's got a staff of 30 people, including quality control coaches who are supposed to be covering all of the smallest details.
Guys, they knew the rules.
Okay.
There was a couple guys that were like, maybe we didn't have a full meeting, but like the coaches knew the rules.
And my point is, even if they didn't, it's not all on the head coach.
Yes, it is.
Well, no, there should be people in his ear going, hey, by the way, so-and-so and such, and we need to maybe consider running this because they get the ball back or
so-and-so and such and such.
And he and haw. So-and-so and such and he and haw.
He doesn't know his players' names.
I mean, there seemed to
that
be
kind of thing.
There was confusion. There was definitely confusion. It may have happened just like that.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He shouldn't have said such and such. He should have given more detail.
Right. But somebody's got to be in his ear saying, look at here. You know.
Mm-hmm.
They have to tell the coach to go over the overtime rules with the players before overtime.
I mean,
you had 2 weeks.
Do it.
You had
This
2
is a
weeks to
frustrating
prepare.
breakdown of this. This is very frustrating.
All right, well, Chris, have at it because this is Stugotz is going. Look, the greatest of all the Stugotz's positions, all of them is great game. Let me see if I can come over here and fire somebody.
Like I'm with Stugotz on. There is a debate on when you know you have Mahomes that's going to be getting the ball next. Maybe you do just go for the touchdown if you're that sure Mahomes is going to drive down the field. Like that's more of a debate on whether they should have gone for it than whether they knew the rules or not. Like I just feel like it's just we're dumbing it down too much here. And I'm saying this.
It's such a good show though. Stugotz just fire him. Doesn't know anything. Corn dog. He's got corn dog breath. He smells like Vegas for 10 days. Shanahan doesn't know the rules. I would out corn dog him with more ketchup and more mustard if they gave me the playbook.
My kids asked me the rule, and I said if they score a touchdown here, game over.
That's the greatest part. What percentage of our audience knew the exact rules?
I was panicking until Romo with like 9 seconds left was like, guys, the game's not over here. I was like, whoo.
Wait, but Romo didn't know the rules.
Yes,
Someone
he
has seen
did.
No,
What
he
are
did
you
not.
doing?
He kept saying
He
this is a
literally
play.
explained
No,
it.
he
didn't
said
know
play
the
for the
rules.
season.
He said play on,
Well, he
on
said that
third
the whole
down.
game.
No one knew it.
On third down, he said if they score here, it's the Super Bowl, which it was not the case.
Romo
With the
literally
49ers.
explained it to us. And you
After
guys were
he got
saying
it wrong.
He got it
5
wrong
times.
so many
He was
times.
saying
His
every-
producers helped him out. You couldn't trust him. He got it wrong so many
Lucy,
times.
Lucy,
mad.
can you? I just like some assistance from you on the following because I do find great. The ratings better than ever on football. Monster ratings, more successful than ever. Amazing. Taylor Swift now has. They have fans that are girls and women because football wins. Football always wins. However, last year No one seemed to care that there should have been a giant turf controversy, and the results were decided by no one being able to stand up on the field, slipping and sliding all over the place. And this year ends with, and let's be honest about this, this is funny as a way of measurement, most people listening to this did not know the rules at the end.
What is the question you were asking?
And now they're crushing the coach, even though they didn't know the rules. I
And
get
something
it.
about
Shut
no
up.
women who liked football before this or something.
The question I'm asking you is, do you not find it amazing that our most amazing analyzed sport, that at the end it would come down to one time the guys couldn't stand up on the field, and the second time we don't know the rules at the end?
Football is objectively a very stupid sport, so I feel like that makes total sense. The way I view football is in the sense of we have the most athletic players out there just like fighting to the death, and it usually comes down to the least athletic guy on the field, the kicker. That's football summed up. So yeah, things are going to be weird. The turf's not going to work. People aren't going to know the rules. I didn't know the rules. Taylor had to look them up and tell me. Everything's okay. I just want to say I hate the vibes in here right now. Everybody's yelling. It's making me uncomfortable. I'm having a bad time.
If you think about this, the only reason the rules changed at all is because of Mahomes.
Yes.
Because against
Yelling
the Bills,
again.
he scored
Didn't
too
even
fast.
listen to me.
The Bills didn't get the
Did
ball.
Shanahan miss that game? I mean,
Why am I here?
The vibes are bad?
Chris,
Vibes are terrible.
Chris, he's quoted as saying, it's not something we talked about. It's not something we prepared for. It's not something we have experience with. And I took the ball first because I wanted it third.
Lucy, do you want
What?
Do you want to play with Greg
What?
Cody? Would you prefer? The vibes were good when we were
Can
just
you
talking.
send me to the penalty box?
That bad, huh?
Whoa.
Vibes are bad.
man.
Well,
I
how
need
do-
a breather.
How do we set? How about this? How about all the vibes? The rest of us go to the penalty box, and you just sit here and just clean out the vibes. Can you clean them out?
I love that. Everybody go.
Everybody.
And
All right, we'll be back.
the woman stays to clean.
There was no third drive. I'm out of here.
I think men need to work on their emotions and how they handle things. They're so dramatic. This is just, there's no need to yell. Everything's over. Greg, are you just going to stay? Oh, you're just going to stay. You're not going to go. Okay, Greg is leaving. It's just me here now, and I finally feel safe. This is how the Dan Le Batard Show should be. Welcome to the Lucy Rohden Show with Stugotz and no one else. I'm done.
It's been a very chaotic day, okay? Greg Cody came in here, and he basically fouled up our plans. We had a plan in which we were going to talk in the local hour about the Marlins losing Jorge Soler, one of their big home run hitters.
Yep.
The Marlins now, their farm system is a mess. Now they've lost their big home run hitter, and they're falling woefully behind in the finances game. Derek Jeter really wrecked everything here. Like, it is a disaster with the Marlins.
He did build up the farm system
No, he
before he
didn't.
left.
No, he ended up kind of destroying the farm system. They built it up in terms of there were top prospects, but then he and Gary Denbo had no ability to develop those prospects, and then ended up moving the wrong prospects in exchange for major leaguers, spent money on guys like Aviseo Garcia, and now they're in a position where they have a bottom
It's
farm
one of the
system.
Feels
worst.
like buck passing.
Chris Cody.
No, it's what happened.
Chris Cody, they are, if not the Angels, they're the worst farm system. They've got one prospect, Meyer, in the top 100, and he's in the 90s. They don't have anything.
Although he's really good.
And they don't have anything, and they're now behind in the division.
In fairness, they brought up Yuri Perez, who would
Yeah,
have
they
been
did.
on that list.
And that's
That's
important.
correct.
And Max Meyer ultimately will be on this big league squad, and he's a guy that's kind of a weird X factor. He was a third overall pick.
But we were going to figure out a way for Lucy to come in and get involved with Marlins talk. And I asked her, how do we get you involved?
With a gun.
And so we had, that's right, we had fake guns that we were going to use, even though that's probably not,
Yeah.
safe anymore.
Nerf guns, you wanted
Nerf
us to point
guns.
at our
Let's make that
heads,
important.
yeah.
Right.
But then we did a fire marshal an air marshal segment, Dan. So where to use the prop guns?
Well, but here's the problem we
tell you
have.
something.
Why is she here?
That was Fire Marshal Bill, actually.
It sounded like Jennifer
It
Coolidge.
did sound like Jennifer Coolidge.
tell you something.
It wasn't, but it wasn't Fire Marshal Bill. It was clear-
Brill.
It was
Anyways, back to the show.
it was clearly not.
You want me to do Fire Marshal as Jennifer Coolidge?
Yes, I mean,
Let me tell you something. It's a good show. All right, back to you guys.
all right. So anyway, what Lucy was trying to do is clear the vibes in the room, because today's show has had a lot of emotion. Greg Cody came in and just was really in love with the smell of his own farts, and should have been, and should have been.
Should have been in love with the smell of his farts? or-
Yeah, I mean, it was a good week.
Yeah.
No.
Bad 2 segments, though.
Yeah.
Bad energy the last 2
Don't
segments.
love that analogy.
Because it
though.
hasn't been about him. And Greg Cody is the energy of Tuesdays. And so, please, Lucy, can you clear the room? Can you clear the vibes of the room, please?
So I have some incense here.
Ooh,
that's
smells delightful.
It smells really nice. Can't light it on fire. I wasn't allowed to do that, so that's a little bit upsetting. I was going to have us do breathing exercises, but then I remembered we're an audio medium and video, but for the audio, that would really suck if we just sat there and just breathed together. Well,
I don't know.
But
It
if
might
you
be
guide
good
us,
ASMR.
if you guide us through it, then
Yeah,
the
if you
audience
wanna
can do
guide
it
us,
as well.
Yes, we can do.
Okay.
I've gotten great benefits from doing breathing exercises in the morning, stilling the mind. I don't think it's good audio. I wouldn't broadcast it.
Same.
And if you're driving, keep your eyes open.
But the last 2 segments weren't really good audio either. So
they were bad, and I was overwhelmed. So I want everyone to take a deep breath in, hold it for 2 seconds,
Greg can't
and
do
let
that.
it out. All right, do that again. Deep breath in and out. Now this time, I want to hear your breath when it comes out.
Your
This is
voice is soothing.
Thank you. I do yoga with Adrian videos. She's taught me everything I know. Oh, she's delightful. Oh, she's the best yoga YouTuber. I'll send you her videos. So I want everyone to breathe in.
Eyes open or closed?
Close, but let it out like loud this time, like yeah, like really hear your breath. That's gonna
Pardon me.
okay.
Too much
Try
breathing.
not to do that. So in
Much breathing.
and out. But really hear the breath. That's gonna get all the bad vibes out.
Less
All right,
fat,
one
guys.
more time. In and out.
Thought there was a third possession.
All right, how are we feeling? Better?
Centered.
Centered? Does anyone want to yell right now?
You can't fire Shanahan.
Oh my God, Dan.
You can't fire
Trying to
him.
do something.
Learn the rules.
no, keep
I
it
mean,
going. No, hold on, hold on. We need more breathing.
Do it in the Super Bowl.
And out.
He never does.
What do you mean do it in the Super Bowl?
Breathe in
Hasn't yet.
He has it.
and out. And if you're talking, shut up. Breathe in and out.
He's had 3 double-digit leads in the Super Bowl.
All right, more breathing.
Right. He
Keep
chokes in the Super Bowl.
breathing. Just remember, Dan, Stu, I control your microphone, so I can turn them off whenever I want.
If you're
And
good
out.
enough to lead by double digits in the Super Bowl, you're good enough to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Unless you're not.
Yoga with Adrian doesn't have to deal with
4
this.
different leads.
3 different leads.
Blew them all.
3 different leads.
If you're
I
going
think
to
it was
talk,
4.
use your whisper voice.
Semantics.
It's not
Ow.
semantics. What do you mean?
It was 3, you're right.
It was 3. It wasn't 4. 3 or 4.
This isn't working at all.
I feel
All right.
stoned.
Now let's. That's good. That's what
That's
we
good.
want.
That's what we're going for. That's what we're going
All
for.
right, everyone, we're going to stop the breathing exercises. I want you to
Well,
lift
keep
your
breathing,
arms
though.
up. Yeah, keep breathing.
Yeah.
But lift your arms up over your head.
Oh.
Mountain pose. And bring it down to your third eye. Keep your eyes closed. Breathe in. And out. Now drop it down to your heart. And remember that we love each other and we want to be nice. And out. All right, arms back up. Breathe in as you put your arms up.
Who did Adrian want to win the Super Bowl?
I don't know. She's from Austin, so I don't think that really pertains to anything. And drop it down to your third eye and breathe out. All right, hold this for 2 breaths. Dan, that's your heart, not your third eye. Now drop it down to your heart. How are we feeling? What are the vibes now?
Bit of a yoga bossy
feel
pants.
great.
Now
Bit of a
release your
bossy pants.
arms. Stu, you're not really good at this. You have to move a little
Oh, sorry.
graceful.
Okay,
So
graceful.
yeah, put your arms up higher though. You want a
Oh,
little
higher?
stretch.
Third eye.
You think Shanahan wishes he had Tom Brady?
I think he wishes he was in this yoga class right now. Now drop it down to your heart
Or
and release.
release?
Now shake it out. Shake all the bad vibes out. Everybody move your arms a little bit. Do we feel good? Do we feel great?
Do you feel
Do
legitimately
we want to
better?
argue with each other anymore?
I want to celebrate Hee Haw 3.
Yay!
Aw, yay.
Everyone,
yay.
you did so amazing. I'm so proud of you. And honestly, I
Thank
feel
you.
so much better.
All right. So, Greg, let's celebrate you here before we get out of here. You
Why
have
not?
you have been ebullient for a full week.
Yeah.
Chris,
Except
feel
those 2
ethereal.
segments where we didn't talk about him. Yeah.
Chris,
Right.
legitimately, the happiest you have ever seen your father.
It's my daughter being born and then being a part of the Hee Haw 3, I would say, are the top two.
Yeah, not necessarily in that order. No,
Whoa.
I'm kidding.
Are you?
Sort of.
He's not.
I don't think you are.
Do you love the birth of your grandkids more than your actual kids? Like, is that a bigger day for you?
Oh, boy, that's a tough question.
That's what they pay me for.
I know. I don't want to take
Pinned
a
you
quiz.
down. I don't want to take a quiz.
No, that's it's so different, that kind of thing. Love them all.
No,
I love love.
Loves his granddaughter more.
I love that kind of thing. And
One of my favorite parts of Vegas, outside of all the genuinely emotional stuff and the cool moments with my friends and coworkers, was when my dad, talking to Jeremy and Yeti, didn't understand what I meant and the joke with fist me. He, with a serious face and with a serious tone, said to Jeremy and Yeti midway through that, Christopher really needs to. Does he know he needs to stop saying that? I don't think he realizes what he's saying. He didn't realize that,
It's just a fist bump.
That's exactly what
What
happened.
do you think it meant?
What did you think it meant, Dad?
I'm not going to go into details.
He doesn't want to be quizzed.
I mean, there's a second meaning to that.
Please go on.
That is a little bit less,
What does it mean?
Like when you punch
What
someone
does
in
it
the
mean?
face, you fist them?
all we know it to mean is that you fist
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah,
And
there you go.
Fist me.
Like Dan and Stu just fisted each
well,
other.
Fist bump.
You're going to have to look that up because if you think I'm going to explain it in
well,
detail.
but we don't know, so we'd like for you to explain it
No.
to us.
We can always bleep it.
We have fist me T-shirts that are selling like hotcakes.
I bet they are.
What should I type in?
What should he put in Google to know what it is, what it means? We don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
Doug Fister?
There you go.
Greg, you see the room is confused. Does it have a sexual meaning
Yeah,
from another time?
Yeah, it has a sexual meaning.
From
yeah.
what? From the 40s, 50s,
I don't know.
60s?
I didn't make it up. I didn't
And what is
invent
this?
it.
What is this? Can someone look this up for me, please?
Little How's Your Uncle?
Little How's Your Uncle?
I don't know what how's your uncle
How's your
means.
uncle is when somebody somebody like sort of pokes you in the nether regions.
Okay, all right, you're in the neighborhood. You're getting close. Getting warm. No, I'm not going to go into details.
Right.
You could look it up. Everybody, you all are just trying to embarrass me. I didn't know that Christopher. Oh, Fist Me Tea. I like that. You can't buy that in the Greg Cody Show merch store, nor will you ever be able to.
Why wouldn't you? That's why it's funny. Look how cool your son looks there. This
Yeah.
is great for lebatardaf.com.
Okay.
This is one of our best sellers is Chris Cody's face on Fist Me.
Wow, hard to believe.
Why is that?
Just nothing you're giving us right now.
What?
But we don't know what you're talking about, Greg. Don't you understand?
Okay. I'm not going to go into detail on what it means. You're not going to get that out of me.
But can someone look it up for him? Is it so dirty that you're...
Someone look it up for me.
Would you like the specific definition?
Well, what
Maybe
means?
from Urban Dictionary?
Yeah.
From Urban Dictionary? Is it an expression from Urban Dictionary? Are you looking it up now? Greg, are you afraid of this being? You're afraid of this being not suitable for work?
Yes.
I don't know about this.
I just Googled a word,
Right.
and it comes up on Wikipedia. Okay?
Okay, that's not helpful.
Should we start breathing again? Or?
we need
Yeah,
more-
this is not how I wanted
All
my
right, let's
yoga
do it.
practice
Okay,
to
hold
go.
on. Let's do this
I
again.
need yoga right now because I center myself after all this derailment.
Okay.
Don't love what my
Greg,
search history
breathe
just
in,
looks like now.
It's just company Wi-Fi. You're good.
breathe out, and then explain to us what fist me means because I don't know, and I've just been.
Nobody knows, Greg.
Nobody knows.
We're all...
May I quote Wikipedia?
We'd love you to.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
I think we're a little
And
scared
everyone
of
breathe
it.
in and out as he's doing
You
this.
have the bleep ready?
Yes, it'll be... That nothing will get on air without it being...
I want everyone to go home later and do yoga to this.
Hold your breath here.
Fisting. Also known as fist
Release your breath.
handballing is a sexual activity that involves inserting one or more
One or more.
into someone.
Breathe out.
Please breathe in. Put your arms in the air.
And you know it.
Greg, what were the...
Breathe out.
Breathe in.
I feel less zen. anyone can ask Greg questions here.
I did.
I'm proud of you. I'm waiting for everybody else.